49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, we feature winter season sports and our end of the fall season awards. We'll see boys basketball with Berkeley and Dougherty Valley, and the Kings Academy meets Menlo Atherton.
We'll have girls hoops with Oakland Tech in California, soccer with Wilcox and Willow Glen, and we'll meet our fall season awards winners and show you the best plays from the fall season. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Hello everyone, welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Bronstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start this week with boys basketball and two teams off to fast starts this season. The Kings Academy has a 4-0 record coming into this game with three players averaging better than 15 points a game. Claxton Ledeen leading the way, averaging 19 points a game.
And the Knights this week traveling to Menlo Atherton to take on the Bears. MA finishing second in the Bay League last season. The Bears feature the quarterback from the football team, Xander Eshelman. The Knights and Bears at MA this week. Menlo Atherton ready to go as the Bears host the Kings Academy. The Knights on the board first. Look at Xavier Barnett driving, spinning, fading away, and hitting a fancy shot. But the Bears from MA have a huge first quarter, top of the key three for Trevor Cadigan. Moments later, Jacob Sutton pokes the ball away. Bobby Redmond grabs the rock and heads to the rack as the Bears take a 13-4 lead. Later in the first, the Bears stay hot. This is Jerry Williams for three, and the junior hits. Later in the first, so many weapons for MA. Aiden Atkins, another junior from the corner, part of a 24-point first quarter for the Bears. Cadigan had a monster game for MA. Trevor with 7 3-pointers in the game. Third quarter now, and the lead grows to 21. Cadigan from East Palo Alto, 29 points in the game for the sharp-shooting southpaw. The Knights made a third quarter run off the missed free throw. Claxton Ledeen gets the board, the bucket, and the foul, but this one was controlled by the Bears. Another three for Williams. MA hitting 12 threes in the game, led by Trevor Cadigan and his 29 points.
Willow Glen gearing up to play Wilcox in this early season non-league matchup. Starting things off in the 13th minute, Chris Duran kicks it away, and Jack Erickson is in good position before passing it back to Duran. Great timing for Duran to remain on sides, and Chris shoots and scores to give the Rams the early 1-0 lead. 17 minutes later, the Chargers, Kenan Hajatovic, moving towards the frame. The ball is kicked out by a defender. Armando Rodriguez comes around and sneaks it in the corner of the net. Wilcox ties the game at 1 on the Rodriguez goal. Same score, second half, Jacob Aguirre kicks it ahead to Diego Andrade. Keeper, Gary Yates, comes charging in, but the Aguirre shot is just wide of the post. The Rams get a close call of their own. Jack Erickson passes to Christian Cruz, who sends it in the box, and Diego Chavarria tries to put it away, but comes up empty. 1-1 the score after 80 minutes of play, and the match ends in a 1-1 draw.
Jake Vandenbroek and Hayward as Tennyson battles Moreau Catholic on the pitch, and Moreau Catholic gets off to a fast start. This is Alyssa J. Trinidad getting past the defender, just the goalie the beat, and Alyssa scores one of her 3 goals in the contest. More MC in the first half. This is Elegance Woolley on the counterattack. Woolley gets the shot off, and the sophomore cashes in. Mariners tack on another goal to make it 3-0 at the half. And those Mariners continue to pour it on. Trinidad with a great pass over the Woolley, and once again Woolley finds the back of the net along with some conducting. Tennyson would score off a penalty kick as Lisbeth Leon rips it past the keeper to put the Lancers on the board, but it was all MC in this one. Alexa Lopez wants in on the action, so Lopez strikes it and sneaks it past the keeper as Moreau Catholic rolls past Tennyson, winning 8-1.
Each week, the Rikus Center presents the Gary Rikus Players of the Week Award.
Remember to vote for the Player of the Week on our YouTube membership page. The Players of the Week are featured in a rap performed by our good friends at the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Yeah, Ben and Raw, 49ers Cal High, Rikus Center, the Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
Watch closely, it's R.J. Mosley, the man with the hands that can lift up the trophy for Pittsburgh, aiming to take the crown for NorCal. R.J.'s catches did more to boost the morale. 145 yards on 8 receptions, 2 touchdowns, that'll make an impression. As the Pirates won by a single point over Folsom. Now they're the champs at the top of their lonesome. There's definitely one player that can start a chant. That's Monta Vista Senior, Clara Fan. Her game's fashionable like the Zara brand. A must-watch player like she's on demand. Getting defenders frustrated, throwing tantrums. Pouring in 24 points against Brandon. Slicing through the lane like she chopping up lunch meat. Committed to Brown next year for cross country.
Yeah, 49ers Cal High. Bennett Ross.
Presentation High School, San Jose's all-girls high school, presents the Female Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Presentation High's Female Scholar Athlete is Lauren Pavanito from Presentation. Lauren has a terrific 4.2 GPA.
Give your daughter the gift of sisterhood at Presentation High School, where every girl is truly known and cared for. Our warm and welcoming community helps students excel academically, grow personally, and connect socially. From rigorous academics to vibrant extracurriculars, Presentation empowers young women to lead with confidence and compassion. Visit presentationhs.org to schedule a personal tour and discover why so many families choose Presentation. See firsthand how we invest in each student's growth and future success. The Golden State Warriors bring us the basketball coach of the week every week.
This week's Warriors coach of the week is Sammy Pompey from St. Francis. The Lancers girls with a great start to the season with a 4-0 record. Sammy Pompey from St. Francis, this week's Golden State Warriors coach of the week.
Coming up, a battle in the East Bay as Berkeley travels to Doherty Valley.
And later, Washington takes on James Logan in girls basketball as 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank, continues.
At U.S. Bank, we know how good it feels to reach your milestones, but we also know what really goes into getting you there. That's why we introduced Co-Browse, which connects you to a real banker in real time to help you do anything from adding a new debit card, learning how to save smarter, even creating spending limits.
Mind if I just grab the one?
With Co-Browse, we're always there for you on your road to here, because there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
I think the heater's broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Honey, is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the symptoms of fixititis syndrome. Side effects may include delusions of grandeur and a comfortable home. Service Champions is now offering $68 furnace tune-up. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
Applebee's Pick Six with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
The Doherty Valley Wildcats are off to a 3-1 start to the season after making it to NorCal's last year. The Wildcats are coming off an impressive win in the NorCal Ultimate Challenge over Moreau Catholic.
The Wildcats taking on the 3-1 Berkeley Yellow Jackets this week. Berkeley is coming off a 20-7 campaign with a second-place finish in the West Alameda County Foothill League. Two very good teams meeting in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, which means chicken sandwiches for all the players after the game. Our Nikon Shadust was there.
The Berkeley Yellow Jackets on the road to take on the Doherty Valley Wildcats. Both teams sit at 3-1 coming into tonight's matchup. Berkeley winning its last 3, including 2 road wins against El Cerrito and Foothill. The Doherty Valley Wildcats have also won their last 3, including a 21-point victory over Moreau Catholic, where Rashad Khan Jr. and Kenny Cloud combined for 36 points. One winning streak's got to end, and that will be decided tonight in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. Both teams' starting fives introduced before tip-off. It's Ryan Sevilla bringing it up, passing out to Devin Ranola. The two switch places. Ranola back to Sevilla. Ryan drives down the lane and gets a nice touch off his right hand, 18-11 Doherty. Final seconds of the first, Berkeley trying to get one up. LG Powell sprints up the court and fires from deep to beat the buzzer. It's good. Berkeley cuts the deficit to 3. Yellow Jackets looking to add on, but Rashad Cotton Jr. gets in front of the pass, takes it down the court, and to the rim, make it 30-21 Wildcats. Point guard Cole Roque finds his forward Alonzo Walker. The third Walker shows off his moves, works it in, fires the jumper from mid-range. That's good. Doherty leads 37-33 at half. Wildcats running away with it. Zayn Mojadidi doing his thing, works it by his defender with a beautiful finish, 41-33. Some more great shooting. Rogue finds Kenny Cloud. Cloud touches the Clouds with this jumper. Wildcats up 50-37. Yellow Jackets fighting for the ball. Daryl Johnson comes up with it, finds Kevin Newman. Newman finds Dante Joseph across the three-point line. DJ lines it up and drains the long three. Final moments of the third, Anik Anad comes up with the steal, fires it down the court to Cotton Jr., who has to slow down to grab it. No problem for Rashad. He works it in the paint and knocks down the jumper. 59-40 going into the fourth. Sevilla comes up with the rebound, finds Amin Yonis. Amin races down the court and lays it in as Doherty Valley kicks into high gear in the second half to win their fourth in a row. Cotton Jr. and Walker putting on a show.
How the players are executing the plays, how all the players on the court are coming together and playing as a team, and the bench, the energy, and everything, all that, how that.
In San Ramon with the Chick-fil-A Sportsmanship Game, I'm Nikon Shadus, 49ers, Cal Sports.
Service Champions honors student athletes who do great work around campus.
This week we spotlight Caitlin Kramer from the Pinewood School. Caitlin is in a variety of clubs on campus, which includes Student Council, Yearbook Club, and she also serves as a student union officer for the Jewish Club, where she puts together fun events and celebrations on campus. Caitlin Kramer is this week's Service Champions Student Spotlight.
D-Line Constructors presents the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play goes to Ulysses Barsabal from the Pittsburgh football team. The senior's strong safety forces the fumble with the game on the line in Pitt's NorCal title victory last week. Ulysses Barsabal with this week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week.
Delta Dental honors teams who do great work in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award.
This week we feature the flag football team from Gunn High School, the Titans, with an impressive 3.69 GPA. Coming up, we'll introduce our Players of the Year for the fall season in the CCS.
And we'll run down our top plays for the fall season, but first, here is our U.S. Bank Top 10 Girls Basketball Poll.
He's got nothing but the field in front of him. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Touchdown celebration! Touchdown celebration!
From the beginning, Mara-West Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
Mara-West worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, Mara-West works for me.
Mara-West works for me wherever adventure takes us.
Mara-West Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance?
And that too.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Time to announce our first awards for the fall season. This is the CCS. Each season, we take a look at the players we thought were the very best from this past fall.
Lots of amazing athletes this past season. The decisions were tough, but here they are, the 49ers Cal High Sports CCS Fall Players of the Year.
Let's introduce our Fall Players of the Year for the Central Coast section.
Kingston Kiana Ina, St. Francis High School.
Kingston Kiana Ina, the running back from St. Francis High School, grabs our top football award for the CCS. The senior led the Lancers to a championship season, winning a share of the West Catholic League and taking home a CCS Division I title. All that possible through Kingston's contributions at running back with over 2,200 rushing yards and 19 touchdowns.
St. Francis historically known as a running program, so as a running back coming up as a freshman, that's truly what I loved about St. Francis. And then just having my brothers up front, having a good relationship with them is truly how the run game starts, and it's where it starts and where it finishes.
This season, fans and spectators saw 4 players with the name Kiana Aina on the back of their jerseys. Kingston says playing alongside his 2 brothers and cousin is a blessing.
You know, at home it's a competition, but on the field it's all love. It's trying to get better as a team, as a family.
Kingston's next step, football at Brigham Young University.
Growing up on the principles of faith, family, and football, and knowing that BYU is strong in all 3 of those principles really motivated me. And then just having the coaching staff come see me and my family really motivated me, that knowing that BYU is the place to be. Michael Mitchell Jr., Archbishop Reardon.
Our CCS Offensive Player of the Year put Reardon football on the map. Michael Mitchell Jr. started for the Crusaders as a freshman and has led the team to 2 top 3 finishes in the West Catholic League. Michael led the WCAL with over 2,300 passing yards this season with 29 touchdowns. He adds this award to his growing list of accomplishments.
It definitely means a lot. I appreciate the recognition, but you know, all glory goes to God. Nothing's possible without Him. And then, you know, I also want to thank my coaches and teammates. Definitely grateful to be surrounded by a lot of talent and great coaching.
After fielding 11 offers from top colleges, Michael chose to continue his career at Vanderbilt.
It's definitely a blessing to be able to be in a position where I can choose where I want to go to college. The special thing about Vanderbilt, it really felt like home, felt like the right place.
Just a junior, Michael will hope to lead the Crusaders to the program's first league title next season.
This year didn't end the way we wanted it to. We really felt like we had a shot at going to state, but you know, I feel like we're still put the program in a great position to be successful for next year and years to come, and that's something that I can appreciate and be grateful for.
Braden Rosa, Wilcox High School.
Meet our CCS Defensive Player of the Year. Braden Rosa from Wilcox High School is a menace at safety for the Chargers. With over 120 tackles in his senior season, Braden led the Chargers to a league and section title. He says it was a dream season.
It was definitely a big surprise for me. You know, I wasn't expecting all that, and I'm very grateful for the team that we've had this year and the coaching staff. Not a lot of people believed in us from the beginning because we lost a lot of big-time players. It means a lot proving a lot of people wrong and winning those big-time championships.
Now, we can't forget to mention Braden's contributions on the offensive side of the ball. He also led the league with nearly 1,900 rushing yards, and his 30 touchdowns was the best in the section. He stays on the field every snap.
Definitely get tired sometimes, especially with the offense we run. There's a lot of pounding and wears on my body, but we practice that during practice all week, so I'm kind of used to it.
Braden has played his final game under the direction of head coach Paul Rosa, or as Braden calls him, Dad.
He's a great coach. It also gives me a natural chip on my shoulder. Like when I play, I gotta just go and get mines, and it's not because he's my dad that I'm playing or whatever. Like I really gotta show out for myself too, but yeah, he's a great coach to play for, no matter what, if he was my dad or not.
Braden is deciding where he will play next season.
Ava Cacao, Mercy High School.
Our CCS Volleyball Player of the Year comes from Mercy High School. Ava Cacao put up big numbers in her senior season, racking up over 350 kills. She may not look like your average outside hitter, but she can swing it as well as the best of them.
I haven't been the tallest on the court, obviously, but I do try to play like I'm 6 feet, and I think I've just learned how to play smart and just place the ball on the court.
It was an historic season for the Mercy Bears, who won their first league title in program history, going undefeated and making an appearance in both section and NorCals.
I think with a new team, the chemistry has really just improved, and I think especially our bond on and off the court has really translated to how we play on the court. I think that's what led to our success. I never thought we'd ever make it this far, and I'm just so proud of how far our team has come.
She joins an elite group of women who have won this award, including Carrie Walsh Jennings. Ava is still deciding where she will attend college and hopes to play at the next level. Kicking off our Scholar Athlete Awards,
Jackson Robinson, Christopher High School.
Jackson Robinson, the 6'5" quarterback from Christopher, nabs our CCS Boys Scholar Athlete of the Year award. On the field, Jackson averaged over 230 passing yards a game for a total of 2,600 yards on 186 completions with 27 touchdowns. he was able to balance his elite play and schoolwork, earning a 3.82 GPA.
For me, it's just a time management thing for myself. I just manage my time really well in class and my studies and stuff. I take a lot of honors and AP classes, so obviously it's a bit difficult for me, but I just use my time at home well, and it's kind of the standard at Christopher for players to get good grades.
Jackson led the Cougars to a league championship this season and comes from a long line of athletes. He says this award is a great way to go out his senior season.
I've seen people from the past few years get this award and just look up to guys that have won this award, so it means everything to me to see my mom have gotten all these awards in the past from Fort Narrock Carlisle Sports, so it means a lot to me. It's great.
Jackson will take his brains and talents to Northern Arizona University next fall. Our Girls Scholar Athlete of the Year,
Lena Nguyen, Archbishop Mitty.
Lena Nguyen from Archbishop Mitty won the West Catholic League's Player of the Year and earns one more award her senior season as our top Girls Scholar Athlete. 256 kills, 168 digs, 28 aces, 29 blocks. Lena performs at a high level both on the volleyball court and in the classroom, earning a 4.2 GPA.
For me, definitely time management is the biggest thing. I'm the girl who does all her homework ahead of time. So I'm always looking at my class calendars to see what I can finish earlier so that after 3 o'clock when school ends, that's all practice time, all left for volleyball.
After a rocky start to the season, Mitty finished as co-champs of the West Catholic League and the Open Division NorCal champs.
Seeing from what we've come from the beginning of the season to now, we've grown a lot as a team, and it felt really good knowing that our hard work paid off.
Lena says she owes a lot to the Mitty volleyball program.
My coach, John Wallace, definitely helped push me to be the best person I can be as a person and as a volleyball player. And I think I'm also taking away all the great bonds that Mitty volleyball has created for me because they gave me my best friends.
Loyola University Chicago is where Lena will play college ball. And that rounds out our CCS Players of the Year for the fall season.
Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Tonight we see the great feats of individual achievements from all around the Bay Area. These are the Plays of the Year from the fall season as put together by our Nikon Shadust.
Foot on the brakes, that look on the face like damn, damn, damn. This time you won't put nobody in the corner. So don't get funny with the tone. I can go clear, leave them all alone. I'm a real deal, not a fake, not a clone. Oh gosh, got a adrenaline shaking. One shot and I'm destined to take it. On top of the challenge I'm facing. No stop, I'm a legend in the making. Rolling, we came with a win, so move, just move. No fear when we step up the gear, so move, just move. On top of the game, unstoppable. Hard work campaign, gotta power through. So when we step in the place, just move, yeah, move. Rolling, we came here to win, so move, just move. No fear when we step up the gear, so move, just move. On top of the game, unstoppable. Hard work campaign, gotta power through. So when we step in the place, just move.
Mara-West Credit Union brings us the Mara-West Merit Award. This award honors teachers all around the Bay Area.
Here's Lauren Mobeck from the St. Francis Palm team talking about Matt McGuire.
My favorite teacher at St. Francis would probably be Mr. McGuire, who is also one of our athletic directors here. Because my class with him sophomore year, he had a comedic approach, which I really appreciated, and it made learning so much more enjoyable.
Coming up, girls basketball with Washington and James Logan.
And high school ice hockey presented by Sharks Ice with the Lancers in Palo Alto. This is 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Our mouths are one of the first places a doctor looks during a checkup, and for good reason. It can tell them things about our health, serious things things that could keep us from reaching the next milestone. For over 65 years, Delta Dental has offered high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral health care providers in the nation. Delta Dental, putting your health first, yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
Party time!
'49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by Valley Christian Schools, supporting your quest for excellence.
To girls basketball now in the league opener in the Mission Valley League between the two teams looking to battle for the league title. Both James Logan and Washington coming into this game undefeated.
The Colts at 3-0, meeting the 5-0 Huskies Tuesday night.
Carrie Craddock getting her troops fired up for this league matchup with Washington. Logan getting great play in the paint all night long from Talia Miller, who gets the board and bucket, but Washington takes the lead. Michaela Dumagan racing up court and a terrific reverse scoop. More Washington as Jordan Yamaguchi loses her defender with a strong step back 15-footer. Back and forth throughout the first half. Here's Logan's Iowa Lealau kissing it off the glass for three. But Kaya Dumagan answers as Kaya rattles in a three of her own. Great shot there. Good defense now giving the Huskies a 24-21 lead at the half. Maya Bulnes gets the steal and races to the rack and scores. But a 20-point third quarter for the Colts was the difference. Another big lay-in in the paint for Miller. And then Lealau catches fire. Hard to the rack and high off the glass and one. A terrific play. Then Lealau hopping into a pretty three-point shot, one of her 5 threes in the game. And then Mariah McHenry over to Lealau with 8 third quarter points as the Colts go to 4-0 on the season with Miller and Lealau leading the way for the victorious James Logan Colts. 54-44 was the final.
Palo Alto and the Lancers set to go for some high school hockey. In the first, Cooper Smith leaves it for Dylan Dennis. Dennis fires a wrister past the goalie to put the Lancers on the board and make it 1-0. Lancers look to add on, but here comes Sam Janik. Sam steals the puck, breaks away, shoots, and scores to tie things up at 1. A beautiful sequence from Janik. Less than 15 seconds later, it's Ben Holton coming off his Hockey Player of the Week performance, firing one over the goalie's shoulder to find the back of the net, and Pally takes the lead. In the second, Lancers trying to even it up. The shot is saved. Rebound, another shot saved by Miles Joing to keep the lead going into the third. Start of the third, Michael Perrone and Dalgun Enkbayer with beautiful puck work. Perrone to Enkbayer, Dalgun shoots and scores to tie the game up at 2. A little over 3 minutes to go in this one. Holton to Matteo Tartaglia, Matteo to Janik, back to Holton. Ben shoots and scores in the final minutes of the game. Holton comes through for the Vikings to go ahead. Janik scores an empty netter to add some insurance as the Vikings march past the Lancers. And for the second week in a row, Ben Holton is our Sharks Ice Player of the Game.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek.
This week's Volunteer Award goes to Nelson Harris from Sacred Heart Prep. Nelson volunteers his time at the Rosner House in Menlo Park, where he helps take care of the elderly who are suffering from Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's. Nelson talks about why this volunteer work is so important to him.
Since I began that work, my grandmother has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's, so she's been a really big part of my life, pretty instrumental for me, and I spend a ton of time with her. And so having the knowledge that I gained from the Rosner House, sort of how to deal with that and how to enjoy my time, that's been really helpful with my grandma. The Rosner House has definitely helped me with that roadblock in my life, and it's made that a lot easier for me.
Valley Christian High School is always on a quest for excellence, so Valley Christian is helping us honor young people who are on their own quest for excellence. Here is Makai Higgins from San Lorenzo.
One goal I have is to go to college. Like, my mom wants me to finish college, my grandparents want me to finish college. That's really my main goal if football doesn't work out, and to get a scholarship. What it's going to take for me to achieve that is keep getting good grades. Last year I had a 4.0 and I'm going to do it again.
Holiday cheer is in the air at Valley Christian Schools thanks to the French class and its beloved annual tradition. For 26 years, Mrs. Mark has led her students in spreading festive joy by performing carols in French across campus, with Mrs. Mark playing the guitar. The students sing beautiful melodies to classrooms and offices, creating a unique holiday atmosphere. It's a wonderful way to celebrate the season while practicing their French skills. Become a warrior today at apply.vcs.net.
Coming up, we'll meet the Fall Players of the Year from the NCS.
And later, our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week with California and Lee. But first, here's this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
Our SLC learning specialists are here to help you develop skills and share tips that make learning with ADHD easier, like finding the right working environment for the task at hand, using a timer to keep your study sessions focused, and breaking down assignments into smaller tasks to make them more manageable. Discover the power of personalized learning support at the Schwab Learning Center.
We have more awards to hand out now as we present the Fall Players of the Year for the NCS.
Once again, very tough choices, but here they are, the NCS Fall Players of the Year.
Tristan Tia, Amador Valley.
Our NCS Football Player of the Year is Tristan Tia from Amador Valley High School. It's a season to remember for Tristan. The Oregon State commit guided Amador Valley to its first section title, its first NorCal title, and a trip to a state title game.
This year we weren't actually expected much. We had a strong senior class last year, so this year we're coming into this year like, oh, it's just another year, really.
Week by week, Tristan was putting up impressive numbers. The outstanding dual threat quarterback was unstoppable for the Dons this season. Tristan tallied up just over 2,700 passing yards with 50 total touchdowns.
Just these past years, I've noticed that people really follow me just by the way I act and by action. When I see like the guys, my underclassmen or just my teammates follow that, it gives me a great sense of just how I can affect people and how I could make them better any type of day in any type of way.
Jadis Lucky, California High School.
We have co-offensive players of the year with Jadis Lucky and Jamar Searcy sharing the honors, starting with Jadis Lucky. Good luck stopping Lucky. When you give Jadis the rock, he's tough to bring down. Quick, shifty, and explosive. When it comes to Friday Night Lights, expect Jadis Lucky to bring the physicality out of the backfield.
So when the lights turn on, it's like it's a different mode. And most definitely when I get to go out there and showcase my abilities against other people, just going out there and competing. I love competing against others.
Jadis led the section in both rushing yards and touchdowns. Jadis piled up just over 2,000 rushing yards along with 31 tutties. The junior was named co-offensive player of the year in the East Bay League. Jadis gives a lot of credit to his coaches and teammates for his outstanding season and is looking forward to next season.
They pushed me to do great every day at practice. They sat there, took their time out of the day to teach me the plays, and my O-line, they were putting in a lot of hard work so that we could have a great season that we did.
Jamar Searcy, Pittsburgh High School.
Now to Jamar Searcy. The explosive back continues to stack up the yards and touchdowns on a weekly basis. Jamar piled up just over 1,400 rushing yards with 18 touchdowns. It's safe to say the Washington State commit has that dog in him.
Got to keep a dog mentality every day, it starts in the weight room and then bringing it to practice. Me, if I push hard in practice, I know my teammates are going to push harder in practice too, so
if I give it my all, they're going to give it their all too.
Jamar helped lead Pittsburgh to a league title, a Section D1 title, a NorCal title, and a trip to a state title game. Jamar mentions what winning this award means to him.
I want to thank my Father God and Lord Savior Jesus Christ. It means a lot, you know, with all the support around me, my family, you know, my teammates and coaches, and you guys for giving me this opportunity.
Marco Jones, San Ramon Valley High School.
Marco Jones is taking home the NCS Defensive Player of the Year. The 4-star linebacker was a tackling machine for the Wolves, racking up 125 total tackles along with 10.5 sacks. Week by week, Marco was flying all over the field, averaging nearly 10 tackles per game. Marco shares what winning this award means to him.
It means a lot. I mean, you know, obviously an honor, you know, to be recognized as one of the better players in the area. Super grateful. Also, like, just, you know, can't be here without my friends, family, coaches, all the people that helped me get to this place that I am today.
Marco led the Wolves to a league title in a very tough East Bay Mountain Division. In fact, he was awarded Defensive Player of the Year in the East Bay League. Marco's ready to turn the page as he's taking his baseball talents as well as his football talents to Texas A&M next year.
I'm excited, a little bit like, oh man, like I'm gonna miss it, but you know, obviously excited to move on to the next step at the end of the day. But it is crazy. I mean, you know, just I feel like it was a few minutes ago, like I blinked my eye and it was like I was just entering my first day of high school as a freshman playing freshman football. So it's definitely, you know, it's flown by.
Casey Burdick, Foothill High School.
In back-to-back years, a volleyball player from Foothill High School is taking home our NCS Volleyball Player of the Year. This year, it belongs to Casey Burdick.
It means so much, and I'm just proud that my work has paid off. And for it to be volleyball and not even softball is also a really cool accomplishment for me. And yeah, I'm just really excited to be here.
Whenever Casey goes up for a spike, you better take cover. Casey was lights out for the Falcons this season, racking up 609 kills along with 406 digs and 61 aces. The Washington softball-bound senior led the Falcons to an East Bay League title, a NorCal title, and a trip to states. Casey was awarded the East Bay League Player of the Year for her outstanding season, leading Foothill as one of the top teams in a very tough league.
I'd say there's a lot of good teams, especially on SRV's side. It's pretty tough with Carondelet. So yeah, just tough competition, but we like tough competition, better games, better play. So it's really nice to have a challenge.
Kate Stern, San Ramon Valley High School.
The Girls Scholar Athlete of the Year is a tie with Kate Stern and Tessa Smith sharing the honors, starting with Kate the Great. Kate was superb setting the ball for the Wolves this season. The senior tallied up just over 900 assists, along with her 181 digs and 56 blocks. Kate led the Wolves to a NorCal title and helped San Ramon Valley capture its first ever state title in program history.
It was amazing. It was the best ending we could have ever imagined, especially because I don't think any of us anticipated going that far. So we just took it one game at a time and enjoyed every moment, and it's been really fun kind of ending off our last season together with a state champ.
Kate is also excelling in the classroom with a very impressive 4.92 GPA.
Well, academics have always been really important to me, and I love to challenge myself in that regard, but I also love volleyball. So I've just kind of learned how to balance both of them, and it's been very rewarding so far. But I definitely owe a lot of it to my team. They've always supported me with on the court and academically.
Tessa Smith, Castro Valley.
Now the Tessa Smith. Tessa had a magnificent season for the Trojans, powering home 439 kills along with 213 digs and 33 blocks. The hard-hitting junior led Castro Valley to a league title in the West Alameda County Foothill Division. Tessa was awarded league MVP for her stellar play, and she already set some big goals for herself for next season.
I already got Player of the Year in my league, but next year I hope to achieve 1,000 kills. I'm on the way there, but not quite. And also I hope to win another
league title and possibly make it to the state championships.
Tessa does a great job balancing volleyball and her schoolwork. Tessa's great in the classroom with a 4.2 GPA.
It takes a lot of work, especially with all the advanced classes that I'm taking. It could be tough sometimes, but like as long as you set aside like 1 or 2 hours at least for like your studying and stuff, then I think you'll be okay and you can like get through it.
Marley Alcantara, Pittsburgh High School.
And finally, Pittsburgh's Marley Alcantara is our NCS Boys Scholar Athlete of the Year. There's no question the Southern Oregon commit can sling the pigskin. The senior gunslinger racked up just over 2,800 passing yards with 40 touchdowns with no interceptions. Marley led the Pirates to a league title, an NCS title, a NorCal title, and a trip to states. Marley tells us what he's going to miss the most playing in P-World.
I'll probably miss like playing with my brothers. You know, I've been playing with them for a very long time since youth. And also the community. You know, it's Pittsburgh, such a football town, and like the whole city shuts down just to come watch us play. And it's amazing. The atmosphere is nothing less, you know what I'm saying? So I'll just miss that the most.
Not only is Marley shining on the gridiron, but he's excelling in the classroom with a 3.8 GPA.
It's been great at Pittsburgh High School, especially with school and with football. But then also, I have a great support system at Pittsburgh with counselors and teachers, always helping me out, always trying to get the right things done, and it all balances out. You know?
And that about does it. These are your NCS Fall Players of the Year.
Venardi Zurada is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor Tan Tran from Washington High School. Tan has coached youth basketball for 30 years. Most recently, Tan has coached JV girls basketball at Irvington for 5 years, Mission San Jose for 10 years, and now at Washington High. Tan Tran, this week's Venardi Zurada hometown hero.
Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work play every week. This is a play that shows the same type of grit and determination, brought to you by all of the folks at Albany's Construction.
This week's Dirty Work play goes to Trinity Chu from California High School. Trinity taking a charge for her team in the Grizzlies game last week. Trinity Chu doing the dirty work, just like our good friends at Albany's Construction. The San Jose Earthquakes are presenting the Soccer Players of the Week again this year. The Boys Soccer Player of the Week is Juan Barragan. Juan with the only goal in the Tennyson 1-0 win last week.
The Girls Soccer Player of the Week is Middy's Murphy Walsh. The USC commit had a goal and an assist in the Monarchs win last week.
Coming up, it's the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week as California takes on Lee.
And later, girls basketball with Oakland Tech in California, right here on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
At U.S. Bank, when we say we're in it with you, we mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and the celebrations, but for all the hard work it took to get there. We are in for all of it. It's tough for sure, but less tough when you have the right people by your side, like Kayla from Kansas City and thousands of other bankers around the country. Because together we're proving there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
Applebee's Pick Six with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
We head out to the Los Gatos Lions Club Wildcat Shootout now, the 41st annual shootout. This game features California High from the East Bay League and Lee from the Mount Hamilton Division.
The two teams meeting in the first round Tuesday night in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
Both California and Lee are off to promising starts this season, and both teams feature outstanding juniors. For the Lee Longhorns, it's Kate Robertson. Kate is averaging 23 points and 6 rebounds per game. For the California Grizzlies, it's forward Brady Kirkendall. Brady is averaging just under 16 points per game. Should be a fantastic NCS versus CCS matchup. It's Lee and California in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. Well, I just talked about Brady, and here he is with the spin move, the drive, and the finish. But the Longhorns have some great talent on their squad. Here's Cooper Smith with the drive and the bucket as Lee takes a 1-point lead. Now it's Smith with the pass inside to Kate Robertson, and the junior lays it up and in. Time winding down in the first. Sib Sankar kicks it out to Logan Wedger, and Logan connects from three-point land to tie the game at 14 after 1. Second quarter now. Adrian Delanuez gets by his defender and goes to the bucket to lay it in, but the Grizzlies come right back on the other end. Anish Chilikuri passing inside to Emeka Efidiora, who spins off his defender and lays it in for 2, and it's 25-22 California Grizzlies at the half. Cal pulls away in the second half, and Dane Wallace was a big reason why. Dane shoots and scores from downtown. Now it's the Great Dane with the drive and the bucket as the Grizzlies take an 8-point lead after 3. Fourth quarter now. Chilikuri over to Emeka Efidiora, and Emeka slams it down with authority. Lee trying to stay in it. Adrian Delanuez fires and hits from three-point land, but Dane Wallace was a problem for Lee in the second half. The Great Dane going all the way to lay it up and in as California wins it 58-43. Here's Dane Wallace after the game.
Our team is super strong. I feel like we play very well with great chemistry, and it's something that we strive to do to continue to become friends and build our program from there.
In Los Gatos with the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
The Pinewood girls basketball team is off to a terrific start once again. The girls heading to Hawaii for a big tournament this week. I've been there.
Yeah, you went with them several years ago.
I sure did.
And they had a good time.
It was a fun time.
I'm sure it'll be great again this year. But before they left for Hawaii, the girls took some time out to talk with our Jake Vanderbrook at the Rikus Center.
And we are here at the Rikus Center for human enhancement where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here's the girls basketball team from Pinewood. Make some noise! I like the energy, I really do. So we're gonna start off with Catherine Garr, who is an outstanding junior. You know, we saw you in action opening night. You dropped 19 points in that win over LG, Los Gatos. What was working for you?
We work really well as a team and communicate a lot, and we also prepared very heavily for certain matchups and how we were going to guard the plays that they were going to run.
Yeah, the ball movement was just superb, and then the three-point shooting. I mean, that's what Pinewood basketball is all about. I'm making my way over to Caitlin Kramer. She had 18 points in that win over Los Gatos. So, Caitlin, you know, you guys got a big invitational coming up, big tournament out in Hawaii. Talking about what that experience is going to be, and how excited are you for that opportunity?
We're really excited. It's a really big tournament, and it's a good opportunity for us to play against some really good teams and then also bond together as a team, so it should be really good.
Yeah, that team chemistry has always been spot on. Valerie Kelker, another senior, another great asset to this Pinewood basketball program. So, Valerie, last season you guys shared a league title, and you know, talk about you guys were a little disappointed about that, and obviously for your final season with Pinewood, you guys are looking to set the bar high. You know, talk about the expectations for this program going forward.
I think specifically for me, it's to be a really good leader, especially since we have a lot of newbies coming in. But as a team, I think it's important that we all know our role and do what we are best at.
Yeah, absolutely. Pinewood School, ladies and gentlemen, be on the lookout for this squad. Best of luck to all of you the rest of the way. Take us out with a break.
Compete on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Coming up, two top girls teams with Oakland Tech meeting California.
But first, here is the U.S. Bank Bay Area Top 10 basketball poll. The Oakland Tech girls basketball team is really good again this season. The girls are led by top recruit Jai Johnson, the junior coming off a 28-point, 8-rebound performance in a tournament game in Minnesota.
The Bulldogs on the road this week to face a talented Cal team led by senior point guard Trinity Chu and her 15 points a game. Oakland Tech at Cal this week.
The California boys basketball team coming out to support the girls as they take on Oakland Tech. OT with the early momentum. Jai Johnson passing it ahead to Terrier Russell, and Terrier lays it up and in for two. California looking to respond on the other end, but here's Jai Johnson with the emphatic rejection. Oh my! Then it's Terrier Russell dishing it to Salam Richardson, and Salam makes it splash from three-point land as the Dogs take a 14-11 lead after one. The Grizzlies answer back in the second. Sophie Adiego kicks it in the corner to Lauren Yee, and Lauren shoots and scores from deep. Now it's Adiego over to Trinity Chu, and Trinity drills another Grizzlies three-point bomb as California ties the game at 26 at halftime. Third quarter now, and Terrier Russell dishes it inside to Jai Johnson, and Jai lays it up and in to give the Bulldogs a 5-point lead. But California fires back. Annika Morale finds a wide open Rachel Osika, and Rachel lays it up and in as the Grizzlies jump ahead 36-35. OT responds as Terrier Russell's mid-range jumper is good, and it's 41-38 Oakland Tech after three. Then in the fourth, Russell finds Jai Johnson, and the 6'3 junior gets 2 over 17 points in the game. Now it's Jai Johnson over to Terrier Russell, and Terrier gets the lay-in to go as Oakland Tech wins at 56-51 over California to go to 3-2 on the season.
The Harker School brings us the Scholar Athlete Award every week. This week's Harker Scholar Athlete is Marley Alcantara from Pitt. We just met Marley as he was crowned our NCS Scholar Athlete of the Year with his 3.85 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. Middle school choir groups gathered on stage for this year's winter concert, singing a selection of holiday-themed tunes with a finale that featured all of the evening singers performing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
DGDG.com brings us the Be Happy Play each week. This is a play in a game that made everybody happy.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to Elegance Woolley with the goal for Moreau Catholic. She was very happy about it, did a little nice dance, and then I don't know what that was, and then she does the dab with her teammate. Elegance Woolley with this week's DGDG Be Happy Play.
Coming up is the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. We'll see which play gets it next.
But first, here's this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, sponsored by Lumen Digital.
Look for tools on your digital banking app to help your teen plan and budget. Open an account for your teen and use personalized tools and resources to establish savings goals, monitor spending, and track progress. Service by Medallion brings us the play of the week every week. It's a play we thought was the very best from all of the plays this week.
That's right. Turn down your hearing aid, Grandma. Here's Adrian Soriano with the Service by Medallion play of the week.
We start off with Washington's Jordan Yamaguchi losing her defender, then getting the mid-range jumper to go. But the play of the week goes to Cal's Emeka Ifediora with this dunk. One more time in slow-mo. Emeka Ifediora, you just won the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to come back next week as winter sports takes center stage and we feature the Livermore basketball team helping out with a holiday toy drive. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You will also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.